December 21, 2021. When I upgraded my iPhone 12 to 13, I didn't know there is a secret code I'd have to transfer from one to the other to maintain access to my Google Authenticator that's used for authentication of some of my sites. Losing that meant losing access to a bunch of these sites until I could jump through all of the hoops to prove who I am. Funny that the whole world knows me on site, but I still have to prove who I am in this automated world. I'm always looking for ways to diversify and ensure that the cats will be fed and cared for the rest of their lives, as well as ensuring Jamie never has to go without. We've been trying to get permits to build a shed for Victor to do his woodworking and furniture restoration in since last summer, and still don't have it in hand. I've been trying for just as long to do a room addition on Jamie's house for her crafts, and that drags on as well, as that drags on as well, the materials become costlier and labor even harder to employ. I put a bid in on 8510 Wooddrift at $340,000 and was rejected. I thought it may give Jamie and Victor some immediate relief for spatial issues, but she wants him to move in with her, and I just can't justify paying more than $340,000 for a house that will only generate about a 2% return in rents. I may regret it later, but for now, I believe this whole housing market will crash when the government quits paying people to stay home and do nothing. Speaking of government, Wayne Pacelli spoke with Senator Cory Booker about creating our own EPW Lacey Act package, since the Senate has never passed a standalone animal bill. I joke that it will likely be called the Lions, Tigers, and Bears Act, no matter how cleverly we name it, because it is our Big Cat Public Safety Act, the bear bile issue, and oddly enough, a bill that Senator Marco Rubio wants to strengthen the Lacey Act. He hates our cat bill so much that he's rude to anyone who calls about it. That could work if we can't find any other path through the Senate. Meanwhile, Howie has been talking to Brittany Pete at PETA about us hiring their ESA lawyers to go after Mario Tabro. I loathe the idea of more lawsuits, but they have been an effective tool in ending the big cat abuse in so many cases. Joe Schreivogel, Jeff Lowe, Kathy Stearns, Tim Stark, Tri-City Zoo, Cricket Hollow, and hopefully Kevin Antle soon, but in connection with the Virginia suit against Keith Wilson. Mario is more terrifying than the rest, but it's worth the risk to end the last two big cub petting operations. My day is completely open until 6:30 p.m. when I have some sort of promotional event with the guys from NFT Jungle Collective for our Cool Cats and Kittens NFT. I hope to bank a lot of my diary entries as long as my voice holds out. Howie and I have had a number of good Zoom calls with the people from a company that wanted to do a thing on my life. I'm caught up on cameos and memos and donor thank you videos, emails, and letters. Dr. Carole Baskin wrote this morning asking me to join him in a film he's creating to protect tigers, saying, "The feature-length documentary series on completion will make a run at international festivals and benefit communities of wildlife conservation worldwide. The work done by your organization is the same as what I do here in India. This documentary will make an attempt to protect the wildcats, and we would like you to join hands with us as a freedom fighter on the front lines of this change that we envision for India's wildcats and its ramifications across the globe. Our foundation will bear the overhead of the representatives of Big Cat Rescue coming to India. We would also like to make a contribution towards your projects for tiger conservation." I responded saying, "Dear Dr. Baskin, I applaud your many accomplishments, especially on behalf of the tigers. I remember Avni's story well, as we shared it and lobbied for others to speak out against her being hunted and killed. Due to COVID, I probably won't be traveling to India anytime soon, but I would like to help. My daughter has been to tiger reserves there and loved it. Perhaps we could film over Zoom, and I have professional camera equipment that I could use to record a second stream on my side that could be sent to you. Or, if there are specific topics you want me to have my camera person film here at the sanctuary, I can arrange that as well. I think the answer to human-tiger conflict is at bigcatrescue.org/earth. Ultimately, I think that the same solution will end human-human conflict as well, because the entire world loves the tiger, and we all have to work together to save her and mankind. For the cats, Carole Baskin, CEO of Big Cat Rescue. If you're enjoying my diary, please like, share, and subscribe. You can find other ways to connect to me over at bigcatrescue.org/Carole.Baskin.